Hello everybody! We had a sweet sail to Koh Mok and it felt so cool to have a few sailing hours under the belt, and Max and I were learning a lot. Koh Mok is a tiny island with incredible cliff formations surrounding the anchorage spot and fish jumping around the boat. It was hot, so we jumped in straight away.
When the answer was so easy, now you're moving from a simple realization. You must have not been thinking clearly. You can't go running high, all those problems inside, waking from a good dream. You can't go running high, you got to open your eyes. You got to open.
Gonna go and see if the Hong. Look at the Hong.
The cave.
The cave.
Cause a dreaming don't mean you're asleep. Dream a good dream. Come on baby, won't you join with me?
We're about to go into the Hong at Koh Mok, and I happen to have some wet money in my pocket for some reason. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
You know what we're gonna do?
No. I'm really excited.
Swim through a dark hole into a light hole, basically.
The Hong is a cave with a beach hidden inside, and the only way in is swimming into a dark hole. We had to carefully check the tides before we went into the cave. We met a couple in Langkawi who had taken a wrong turn and nearly drowned when the tide went up. I felt really excited though. I had never swam through a cave before. We could see the lights in the beginning of the cave, but further in it got pitch black, so we had to turn on our flashlights. I remember I kept pulling Max's foot. I was scared to lose my way in the dark. So far, Thailand had been awesome and this place was magical. Like something from one of those movies when a group of people gets lost in paradise. There's nothing in there except nature, a beach, and the sky above you. When we swam out, we were hit by this breathtaking red sunset. The water was warm, and I felt relaxed swimming out. Through the misty night, we took Maggie back to Delos. Delos had camp and we took out all the toys. When we sail to a new place, I usually come up with fun jingles. Here's my Koh Mok one. Koh Mok is the island where you can go, cruising and chilling all day long. Boom, 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 boom. Brady saw a turtle floating by in the deep blue. Boom, 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 boom. The bikini pasta makes us all fun. You can lay on it and go for a ride. Boom, 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 boom. Boo ba ba doo. At this point, we were in complete cruising mode, and Koh Mok was really the perfect place to relax. So, what do I think of sailing so far? It's a pretty awesome lifestyle. And then we met these guys. I had heard about the kindness of the people before I came to Thailand. And it is true. We met friendly smiles wherever we went. And this family were on their way to Koh Lanta when the motor broke.
So these guys were on their way to Koh Lanta and their chain was coming loose a bit. So they pulled in to where we were to jack the engine up, and to jack it up they used points. So just loosened everything up, jammed coins in there, and tightened it back up. And now the chain is tight and they can carry on their journey.
Yep, these things happen, but luckily the drone, aka drönaren, made it through the crash. We went back to the boat, and tonight Brian was cooking. What's for dinner, Brian?
We're having cheeseburgers. Cheeseburgers with American dressing.
And how do you say that in Swedish?
Hamburgare med bröd och ost. Också med amerikansk dressing.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you smell that?
What does it smell like?
So good. I'm gonna ask someone if it's jasmine or whatever it is. It smells like flowers. Really good. Did you see those guys just then?
Yeah.
They're just like, where's the cave? Like, oh, it's just past the beach and it's gonna be around the corner. And they didn't wear any swimmers, so I think that they can go in with the dinghy.
Little did they know.
Because they were like, oh, where is it? But
They have to swim it.
yeah, they're not gonna be able to go in with that one. So they're gonna get stuck or something, like it's gonna be black and they'll be like, what the f***, where are we?
Hårdare. Du kan göra det. Så. We're off! We're off to Koh Lanta. Never been there before. Brian and Karen have been there, so they said it's good. Kind of like Koh Phi Phi, but a little bit more intense, maybe not as chill, which might be kind of nice.
We're going to Koh Lanta for more massages and delicious Thai food. I see the wind over there.
Yeah.
What's it blowing now?
Got the wind now, boss. 8.
You forget to charge your trimmer on the boat. They have to be like this for a while, I guess.
What happened?
It died.
Phuket post control.
Really?
You need to charge this one.
Look at me, Max.
Like,
You look like a motorcycle guy.
but it's just, I don't know what I did. It's like here and plugged in this. And
God. You could use it with a razor.
I'm just gonna charge this though. Sweet sailing, bro.
Good conditions, huh?
Nice flat water. Like 14 knots of breeze. It's a beautiful day.
It's got a pretty sweet little office here. Under sail.
Perfect one.
At work.
See, that's the conversation we have about.
But we decided not to shave our legs. Karen, you have to be in on that as well.
We made it
But no shaving legs on the whole trip.
Yosh, you're not shaving your legs for the whole trip?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not shaving my face then.
Alright.
We decided not to shave our legs for the whole trip, which is until we cross the Indian Ocean. And the boys, we're gonna let the beards grow freely. We were slowly making our way to Phuket while enjoying sailing at its best. Max and I had gotten used to the quick showers on board, cooking routines and our small but cozy bed. Delos felt like home. We had just arrived in Koh Lanta and had to start contacting riggers in Phuket to see what option we had to change the rig. Because after what we found, the job had to be done.
So this is what I found the other day. So that is not very good. We're supposed to leave to cross the Indian as soon as possible and start heading for the Andamans, but
It just pisses me off that we had a rig and inspection in Langkawi and he didn't do a thorough job at all. We paid a guy to come out to the boat. We paid him a lot actually, like 1,200 ringgit, which is about over 300 US dollars to do a thorough rig inspection. He looked at a few things on the port side. He didn't hardly look at anything on the starboard side. And this is what we wanted to find, folks.
But it is what it is, and that's what a broken strand looks like.
Yep, so we've got to head to Phuket and change our plans and get it sorted because we can't cross an ocean like that. Good thing you're wearing panties.
I know,
But I got a nice beaver shot there. Woo!
We were keen to have some Thai food for lunch, so we all headed in. When we get to land, we always bring our trash. It builds up quickly when we're such a big family. We throw all organics off the boat, but we save plastics and other recyclable materials in bags for when we get to shore. This bowl of goodness is tom kha gai soup and became one of our favorite Thai dishes. And Phad Thai, of course.
Sometimes I just get so hungry. I just want to eat that tom kha gai.
Next day, some of us went provisioning for fresh veggies and eggs. The rest of us stayed at our favorite restaurant to use the internet to keep in contact with you guys. We ran out of fresh stuff pretty quickly, so we provisioned a lot. And Thailand had the best mangoes I have ever eaten. We do buy a lot of fruit, but we still have to conserve. We don't have the luxury of eating fruit every day. But when we do have it, we enjoy it to the fullest. In the meantime, we were on our laptops, getting massages and checking out the cool bars at the beach. I love this place. I really started to miss making dream catchers and building stuff out of driftwood, but I see this adventure like an inspirational refill. When I do get to create again, I'll be super happy. We took all bags of food back to the boat and the guys started measuring the stays.
We need to measure each one of the stays exactly, and we don't know where to measure them from. We don't know whether to measure them from the top of the pin, the middle of the pin.
Or even how to measure them.
Or even
if we have something long enough to measure them.
We really don't know what the And then once we have the proper measurements, hopefully we can order these from Singapore or from the States or somewhere and
do it ourselves?
I think so, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think
We'll
so.
see. We're gonna get the quotes from all the riggers.
It's hard to trust people when they don't have a good reputation.
Yeah.
And when
we haven't gotten very good feedback from other people that have had this work done here. And I'd say 90% of people have been like, just order the shit, order good quality parts and do it yourself.
So Yasha, what are you drinking?
Do you have any ideas?
This really delicious chocolate liqueur that we got from German guy who owns
What's the name of the place?
Lanta Resort. Lanta Restaurant Resort Bar.
Southern.
Oh yeah, that's actually true.
We spent 6 hours. Yeah, we spent the whole day there on the internet and eating all their delicious food. And we had quite a bond with the owner. And then when we left, he gave us this bottle of chocolate liqueur that his wife had made. And they said to pour it over ice cream, but we don't have any ice cream, so we're just drinking it, and it's fabulous. Cheers.
Turn to me and give me smiles.
Hello. Give me smiles.
Okay, do it again. Hey Maxie, smile.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey Keza, smile.
Rion, do your dance.
That was really nice swimming.
How's that peanut butter sandwich? Mate, I stacked on the peanut butter. Did you? The goodness.
It was good until Brady farted. And it all just
like
mixed
peanuts.
it. Yeah. I didn't do it. There's this hippie guy.
That's why he's laying there going like this, trying to blow in our direction.
So we've been working pretty hard the past couple of days. Sitting on our laptops from like 9 in the morning until 5 at night. So we deserve a break with some goo.
I love this place. We all did. What's more to ask, we had Delos in a calm anchorage with an amazing view of the whole beach, close to delicious food. We kept reminding ourselves, soon we're crossing an ocean. Let's enjoy the sweet life of eating as much good stuff as we can, when we can. Oh, and the goon? We drank it all. Kaza and Brai really felt the good vibes in Thailand land. Later that night we watched the beach with Leonardo Di Cappuccino, since we're heading to the spot where the movie was shot.
Spray's t-shirt and I'm going to copy it. I'm just starting off with pencil and then I'm going to do with the Sharpie. Nice. Yeah.
So because we watched the beach last night, we're gonna go try and find the beach.
Dun, dun, dun.
And this is Koh Phi Phi, Koh Phi Phi, where some of it was filmed, but I think the beach is in this cove right now.
All your dreams come true.
I want to find Leonardo Di Cappuccino.
We were going 5 knots, and Max was reading a book on how to sail, and he taught me a lot. I was really impressed on how quickly Max picked up on the basics of sailing.
He pulled my hairs, okay?
Where are we, Brady?
Koh Phi Phi done. I can smell Leonardo.
Like pretty intense with boats here. We'll see if we can find a little spot. A mooring probably. Can you smell Leonardo? Definitely. Oh, we're close. Does it smell good?
It's the cappuccino, yeah.
When I wake up in the morning, I feel the groove.
We're sending Brion and Max to go look at the moorings over there.
Cast us free!
On Koh Phi Phi.
Here we are at the beach.
Okay, pop it in reverse. Adjusting gear. And starboard.
So we found an interesting spot. We've got a mooring, but in Thailand you really don't trust the moorings because they don't maintain them at all. And this one's in 30 meters, so it's way too deep to just snorkel it. So me and the Braves are gonna dive down, have a look. Make sure that if the wind starts to blow tonight, that we're safe and don't crash into the rocks, because that would really suck.
I thought this was so cool. We just rocked up to this awesome island, and the guys just dove down and tied us to a mooring. Well done, the Troutman boys.
So when they dive on the moorings, I always stand here and look for the bubbles. So I make sure that I know where they are and how long they've been down for. And I just don't like, you know, the last couple of years, or the last year really, when Brian and I have been by ourselves, then he has to dive and I usually stay on the boat, and then, you know, it's nice to know where they are.
So cool seeing it glowing in the water. It feels like such a long time ago I painted that.
It's not going anywhere.
That's fucking solid ass, mate.
It's a massive block and a good splice, so
That's that.
I'm happy.
Really good shape.
So we're going around that corner.
Perfect.
And we're going to the beach because we saw the movie yesterday and it was really amazing. No, it sucked, but we're going. Yeah, but we're going to see the beach anyway. So we're going over there.
Okay, so the beach wasn't really what we hoped for. It was full of people and boats, and they tried to charge us 200 baht per person.
Oh, I pulled a sneaker on the guard. I waited for him to take money from other people, and then I went around back and walked through an area that is sandy with palm trees that smells like urine.
And what we thought wasn't
question.
Did you see Leonardo Di Cappuccino?
No, they have a cappuccino standing there though.
Oh, sweet. What we thought wasn't the beach was actually the beach.
And it's touristy as
Well,
So
I
you
say
can
we
walk
go.
through this little area to the other side, which is where we just went.
And basically you have to pay 200 baht.
We looked for another way in, but then found a beach. Not the beach, but a place all to ourselves to dance, build a Delos pyramid, and have a sweet afternooner.
Zabli, Zabli.
However, we were not happy missing out on the beach, so later that night, we pulled another sneaker, Delos style.
We're climbing up to the beach. Yep. You're gonna meet Ricardo.
We managed to sneak through the tourist camp, where the price per person was 3,000 baht per night. But we did get to the beach in the end. Of course, when we arrived, we had to reenact some of the scenes from the movie.
Francois.
Richard, I like you a lot.
Yes.
Look, they shrimp! They light up when they're agitated. Come!
We were having a good time chilling out and drinking until this guy showed up and it was time for us to leave.
Nobody stay here. Just only my trip.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I understand.
By 6 or 6:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand, man. I'm sorry. We didn't know we were intruding.
Huh?
We didn't know we were intruding on your trip.
3,000 baht.
What?
Whoa! That's
Yeah.
because, oh.
You're crazy,
Maya Bay
man.
camping, Maya Bay sleep aboard.
Yeah.
Next day we took Maggie in to explore the town. Phi Phi is full of cool shops and is the party paradise for young people. It might look calm now, but this town really comes alive at night. Our liquor was running out, so it was time for a new batch.
Before you put the alcohol in there, you have to sterilize all the equipment, so it's no bacteria growing and stuff. So that's basically what we're gonna do now.
You chuck it all in here.
Yeah. Okay, so when everything is really nice and clean in here, then we just pour this out and clean it off with some water, and then we can start a new batch.
So now we're heating up some water to 40 degrees to dissolve the sugar in the still to make liquor. Yeah.
So we have our turbo yeast here, and we take number 1, sterilize this thing, which we've done, and then we're gonna pour 6 liters of sugar in here and 21 liters of water at 40 degrees. Easy.
Okay, so the water is about to boil. I consider myself an expert on boiling water, and yeah, this is how you do it.
Well, it seems to be a complex situation when the answer was so easy. Now you're moving from a simple realization.
You stir the sugar until it's dissolved, and for this we have a plastic spoon which we sterilized earlier.
So we now have 21 liters of water in here at 40 degrees, and we dissolved 6 kg of sugar. So it's now time to put in the yeast. Oh, it smells really good. Bread. So now when we've stirred this really good, all the yeast is dissolved, we leave this to ferment for about 2 to 3 days at 35 degrees. Boat temperature.
Put the dishes away before we sail, otherwise everything goes crazy.
We always prepare the boat before sailing, so we turned on all navigation instruments, the radio, and checked the engine. We also do a general cleanup on stuff laying around.
Oil's good. Water's good, so we're all set. Let's start up the beast.
Where are we heading?
Let's go to Phuket.
Let's go.
Feels good. We've been out in the islands for like 10 days and it'll be good to get to Phuket.
So here we are at Koh Phi Phi. And we've got about a 25-mile sail today. So we're just sailing straight west to Ashalong Harbor in Phuket.
How do you feel leaving Phi Phi?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Music was blasting till like 4 a.m.
We knew that this was only the beginning of our sailing experience, but island hopping in Thailand was awesome and a good way to start this journey and prepare ourselves for crossing an ocean. Max and I got an understanding on how a sail actually works and how we use the winds to travel forward. The people, the food and the atmosphere made our experience a memorable one, and we're definitely going back one day. Up next. Not knowing anything about rigging, the boys give Delos a new rig while at the dock.
Boom, 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 boom. The bikini was like so half a ukulele and